A final push on the campaign trail, as the various Democratic presidential candidates attempt to win over swing voters ahead of the Iowa caucuses. It promises to be a tight race in the first votes of the 2020 nomination season.
This moment is our moment to dream big, fight hard, and win.
Going into the caucuses, Bernie Sanders appears to have a slight lead in most of the polls, and his campaign was further boosted by the support of indie rock band Vampire Weekend. Not that the Vermont senator was taking that support for granted.
If there's a low voter turnout, let me be very frank, we're going to lose. But if there is a high voter turnout, we're going to win.
Most of the candidates have been campaigning here for more than a year, meeting voters, listening to their issues and attempting to win their votes. But now comes a moment of truth as each candidate finds out how much they have connected, but perhaps more importantly, which ones will get a much needed boost of momentum ahead of the primary push.
The other frontrunner, the former Vice President Joe Biden, focused on his electability. His message that he is the candidate best equipped to beat President Donald Trump in November's election.
I think it's pretty simple. They don't want me to be the nominee because they know I'll beat him like a drum.
Iowa is a major agricultural state. Some voters here see the various global trade disputes and the impact tariffs has had on farming as a key issue going into the caucuses.
Much harder a fight than it was 4 years ago with the farming tariffs. We're fighting the people we're trying to sell our crops to.
One of the things that I think is really important is the tariffs that have really devastated the American farmer, especially Iowa farmers. Iowa farm suicides are at record levels, and it's because they're losing everything.
Only once in the history of the modern caucuses has someone finished lower than third in Iowa and gone on to win the party's nomination. But this time round, the process promises to be a little different, with billionaire Michael Bloomberg essentially skipping the contest. Bloomberg only entered the race in November and will focus on later polls. That, though, perhaps simply adds more pressure on those here.